Everyone, and this is Reggie with Stock Talk. And today I'm doing a breakdown of Tesla. Now, if you're new to the channel, I swing trade, and I trade strictly using technical analysis. I look at chart patterns and history and sometimes news. But if you're looking for due diligence and and homework and all that stuff, this is not the channel for you. I trade directly off of chart patterns. So you should never take all your information from one person. You should always take whatever works for you and apply it to your own trading style. With that said, let's dig in. Tesla. It's been kind of quiet this week. If we look here on my cursor, this was yesterday. This is a daily chart. It jumped up from yesterday. It's been kind of trading in this little tunnel, this range here, upward range. And so tomorrow is the last trading day of the week because of New Year's Day, right? Tomorrow's New Year's Eve, and no trading on Friday. So what that means is tomorrow will be the last day to buy anything. And I'm thinking we're going to have a volume issue. So look down here. This is volume. We got a little bit of volume today. We've got stimulus checks in. And so I'm expecting tomorrow to be a low volume week, but because people have checks in their account, we may see a boom in Tesla because it is a retail trader favorite. Let's look at the RSI. RSI here is trading in an upward pattern, right? So we're going from overbought to oversold to overbought, and we're well away from overbought. So there's a lot of room for Tesla to fly. Our MACD indicator is showing a downward pattern, but it's breaking. The blue line is breaking to the upside, and so that is showing a trend reversal. If we look down here, these columns are also starting to show weakness in the downside pressure. So I am expecting an update for Tesla tomorrow. So what's the big question? So the big question is, will it hit 700? Right now we're at 964. It may hit 700 pre-market tomorrow. It might. My only concern, right, is when you hit when you hit like the $700 mark, the $600 mark, those whole dollar marks like that, there's a sell-off. There's people that are profit taking, right? So I expect the Tesla to get up to like 698 and it maybe pull back. Unless, again, the power of the retail trader comes in and volume overrules anything. This whole thing, I don't care no matter what the technical analysis says, at the end of the day, once you get volume, that overrules anything these charts say, right? But looking at the technical analysis of it, look like if it doesn't dip, we're going to start off tomorrow around the 695 mark, and then we're going to either go up or it's going to dip down, and the lowest it should go is the top of that red candlestick, which would be 681. So there could be a huge sell-off, and it goes down to 681. Let's look at some more proof, right? So let's go here to the options trading, and so let's check out the options activity. And this is for tomorrow, right? And look at this. 164,000 contracts at $700 mark. You see that? And so that's the volume. Open interest is 31,000. So the volume means people that's so one is the people that still has the contracts. The other is the exercise. So a lot of people already exercise their $700 strike price, but that is bananas, right? And so let's look here. And this is for next week. And we don't have a lot of buyers, but we got a lot of people in at 700 again. Some people at 715. So this kind of tells you where people think the stock is going to land, right? And look at the put, and that's the call option side right there on the left. So on the right hand side of puts, these are people betting on the downwards, right? There's not a lot of contracts, right? It's not a lot. That's next week. Let's see what tomorrow is. Yeah, we don't have a lot. We don't have too many for next week. I mean, some people got 670, right? We kind of call that, says it's this pullback, 670, 680. That's the pullback number we think is going to hit. But look at that, man. That is unbelievable amount of activity. 164,000. So that's on Tesla, right? So how I'm playing it, I bought a debit spread above 700 in case it runs. And then I also have, earlier this week, I bought a 690 to 695 debit spread that expires tomorrow, so I should get paid off on that. I did a 10, I did a $5 wide spread and a couple contracts, so that should pay off if it holds, right? But if not, I mean, it'll come down to 680. So tomorrow I'm thinking a lot of those contracts are going to come due. So at some point tomorrow, either in the morning or before close, there's probably going to be a dip, another buying opportunity to get in on Tesla. But that $700 mark, and let's go back and see if we can find this on the 600. Okay, so here, when it hit 600, right? So back here, it hit at 1, rejected, kind of blew up, rejected all the way down, right? Selling. People sell. And it sold all the way down to the next day, it sold down to 555. And the next day, buyers came back in. It got up to 600 again, got rejected, sell off, right? And then the next day it dropped big time. And then it was cheap, it was a bounce. That's called a bounce. But then it came back with vengeance. So it got to 567 the next day, boom, 580. Hit 600 the next day. So it took a while, man. So it took like 4 tries for it to break through 600. Is that going to happen tomorrow? We don't know. If it does, well, that's a huge candle though. So if it's already tested it twice. So if you look here, on December 18th, it tested 700, 695. And then it got rejected, right? Got rejected here, came all the way down. Now it jumped up again. And boom, we're at 695 once again. So tomorrow will be the telltale sign. If in pre-market, when you wake up at 4 a.m. is pre-market starts. If you have a Webull account, it shows 4 a.m. trading. Etrade, it kind of does, but it really, for me, it starts like 8. But anyway, if we're above this in pre-market, I think we're gonna blow past 700. If in pre-market we're past 695, we're blowing past 700. That's my prediction. Again, it's a hypothesis using technical analysis, using history here. So this is called a double top, and it could blow through. If not, then it could just reject. Actually, it could reject all the way down to this red moving average on the Bollinger Band, which would be 637, which would be a tough breakdown, but I don't know if it'll get that low. So I think we'll see a higher low than a lower low. Anyway, this is Reggie with Stock Talk. If you have any questions, let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I look at hundreds of stocks a day, and I just like sharing. So when I find something that's a jewel, or I like to talk about popular stocks, I do a video. And to get alert for that, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you know when I drop those videos. Because these things are time sensitive. And if you have a stock you want me to look at, don't forget to leave it in the comment section. I'll check it out and I'll message you back. All right, I'll see you guys. Happy New Year.